Hello everyone, this is Ananya Singh and today we are going to do the revision of chapter 24, Constitution, Laws and Dissents. A constitution is an important body or document laying down the fundamental principles of a country by which it has to be governed. So laws are also formulated according to them. The rules and principles are laid down in constitution. Thus, the constitution is also regarded as the fundamental law of a country. Our constitution was drafted by the Constituent Assembly. Basically, there was a Lahore session. People's main motto for that is Purna Swaraj. People thought 13 December 1929 as their independence. However, British rule was still established there. So the session decided 26 January 1950 as Constitution setup date. Thus, the Indian Constitution came into effect on 26 January 1950. Importance of Constitution. A constitution is very important for a country, but it has more importance in a democratic form of government because of the following reasons. Number one, it lays out certain ideas according to which a country has to be governed. For example, preamble or the index of the constitution clearly mentions some ideals such as sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, and lays emphasis on justice, equality, liberty, and fraternity. Secondly, the constitution defines the country's political system, whether it is monarchy or democracy. In a democracy, people choose their leader, but the leader can misuse their status or power. Constitution often lays down rules that guard us against the misuse of power by our political leaders. Thirdly, in a democratic country, constitution provides fundamental rights to the people, which not only save them from tyranny, but also from the unfair control over people of the majority against minority. Another and the most important role of a constitution in a democracy is to clearly mention the function and processes of different organs, that is legislative, executive, judiciary of the government, so that there are least chances of conversion of democracy to dictatorship. Needs for laws. A body of rules and principles governing the affairs of a community and enforced by a political authority is called law. In simple terms, we can say a body of rules and principles governing the affairs of the society and it is enforced by a political system is called a law. So according to US President, law is that portion of the established thought and habit which has gained distinct and formal recognition in the shape of uniform rules backed by the authority and power of the government. Laws has its own importance in the society. They regularize the civil life of the community. So laws are important for the smooth running of the society, as well as for establishing peace and order in the state. If there are any social and religious custom like child marriage, female feoticide, or sati system and the practice of dowry that hampers the society progress, and the country must be remove these evils at the earliest. Giving or taking dowry is banned in India, and those violently the rule are put behind bars. So deep-rooted evils cannot be removed at once, but the continuous effort of the society can help to reform society. There are many movements launched in the modern period. One of the most important movement was the salt satyagraha, which was taken place in 1930. They imposed this law to establish their monopoly on manufacturing the sale of salt. No individual was allowed to make the salt. Gandhiji launched this salt satyagraha against this tax. On 12th March 1930, Gandhiji along his followers left Sabarmati Ashram at Ahmedabad and walked towards Dandi. He reached Dandi on 6 April 1930. There he protested against the tax by marking salt. The Dandi March marked beginning of the civil disobedience movement, anti-liquor movement. After independence, women of Andhra Pradesh organized an anti-liquor movement against the sale of alcohol. A group of courageous women came forward and decided to protest against the sale of alcohol. They launched this anti-liquor movement. They knew that a ban on liquor shops would not be easy to enforce as liquor was most important source of revenue for the government. However, after much protest, the ban was imposed. So laws have proved instrumental in bringing about social reformers. However, laws alone cannot curb social evils. Social awareness is also needed to change the mindset of the people. Rule of law. This rule of law states that no one is high or low in the eyes of government. So we know that our constitution provides the framework for administrating the country. A law which is against the fundamental rights of the people can be declared null and void by the Supreme Court. Thus, rule of law will always prevail. So this implies that no one is above the law. Thus, we can say that democracy and the rule of law complement each other, and there are rights for the people everywhere present in the society. Thank you.